Hello, hello, hello. What are we getting here then? Yeah. Let me just turn that up. Light. So, something a little bit silly, as you guys might have guessed. Working on a bit of a silly animated short film in the Star Wars universe. I think that music might be a little bit too loud. Let me just bring it down a smidgen. And so at the moment I've done all the motion capture. I've done the script, even though it probably could be a little bit better. But we will go ahead and kind of just build out the scenery, because this is kind of like where everything's going to be based. Weird pose, I know, but it'll make sense at a later stage. Mr. Emerger, welcome. So at the moment, let's just kind of just start off building our scenery. Oh, gee. So probably the first thing we're going to do is create maybe just our structure first. So let's go ahead, G, I'm just going to kind of move it into a position. I expect something like that. And then let's go Shift D, G to the X. I'm going to snap it about here. Where are we? Yep, we're on the line there. Let's go into edit mode, rotate on the X, the Y, GZ1. There we go. So this is what we've got so far. GZ.5. And this is going to be kind of like the size of our wall. And so really, looking at the camera angles, we're going to have this angle. We will probably have this angle. And we will have maybe this angle as well. So we know that we've just got to build up these kind of like two walls. And then we'll just encapsulate it in a box later on. But that's what we're going to try and do. Try and create something that looks like a med bay, maybe on a Death Star. What that would look like, I don't know. Let's actually, that might be actually a good idea. Let's go Death Star med bay, and let's just kind of have a look at it a minute. Let's have a look at some images, see if we can see anything of interest. Now I do kind of like this wall, so we'll probably be snapping up that design. Even that looks nice. So let's kind of go with something like that. Alright, so with the Death Star we normally have kind of like the weird triangles, and it's a bit of a soft triangle. So what I'm going to do is tab it into edit mode. Let's duplicate that one, put it back in place. I'm going to scale that in, and we'll scale that one in. There we go. Let's go ahead and maybe do an inset. So we have that. Let's go delete faces. And then from here, I'm going to grab these edges in here. That one and that one. Control B to do a bevel. So we kind of have this triangle. From here, let's go extrude along the x-axis, buddy. There we go. And if we pop that out, cool. We're getting there. Let's grab these two, Control B to do a bevel. And so now we've got this kind of triangle looking piece, like so. And then with this back wall here, we're just going to chop it up as well. So Control B, something like that. Let's go ahead and grab this scale on the Y. Something like that. Bring that one in, and we'll scale on the Y as well. So that now we've got that triangle. And then from here, what I can do is grab, let's put another edge loop in here. There we go. Let's grab that piece there, E to extrude. And then we kind of have just this small inset. We could even, let's go with that. Let's go with that for now. From here, let's just go Shift. Oh gosh, it's slow. Let's select this. Actually, what we might do is hide our characters. So let's select these pieces, go move into a collection, which is scene. And then from here, what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to hide all my other collections. just so it runs a little bit smoother in the hopes. Yes, it does. Beautiful. Did we duplicate that piece? No, we didn't. So let's go Shift D, duplicate that one, put that back in place. And what I'm going to do is select the edge vertices, Control I to do an inset, delete vertices, and then from here, our 4 points, let's press an F. What I'm going to do now is kind of just start drawing out. Node Man, welcome. How you doing, buddy? Let's kind of draw out some panels, and we'll do it with the solidify modifier turned. Actually, we'll leave it off for now. Let's grab that, Control B, and we'll do what we had before, which, you know, could have just kept it, but oh well. Let's grab these two edges, scale on the Y axis. So we have that. Let's delete that face here. And now we've got all these pieces to work with. So from here, what can we do is we're just going to start. Can we put an edge loop through there? Beautiful. Let's maybe even split it in half. Why not? And then we can throw a mirror modifier on it. So we'll grab all this, delete vertices, YouTube, buddy, delete vertices. And then from here, we're going to add in that mirror modifier along the Y-axis. Nice. And now we can go to town and just start cutting out some panels, and then we'll throw on the solidify modifier. From here, I'm going to select this piece, and this piece. Control B to do a bevel. Let's go delete faces. We can grab this whole edge, G to the X, Y, sorry, bring that in. And then up the top here, GZ, bring it down. Let's maybe even do a bevel here, and then we can do delete the face. So that's good. We can see that we're slowly building up here. Let's go ahead, and I'm going to put an edge loop through here, scale on the Y-axis 0. So we've got a straight line, Control B, delete face, and then I'm going to grab that and that. Let's just go G, Y, just so it kind of sits off there. What else could we do? We could even do maybe through there, delete face, scale on the Y-axis, make it straight, put a few edge loops in there. We can grab maybe just this section over, move it over, grab that edge loop, Control B, delete face, do the same here, delete face. So as you can see, we're just building up that kind of like panel. I think we might just clean up this piece up here. So maybe we might just select that, and we'll just delete this face here. Select this section, G to the Z, bring that up. So it looks like I might have an extra few vertices in here. So let's select everything, merge by distance. One vertex removed, which I'm going to assume is that one there. Beautiful. So let's select that, scale on the Y-axis 0, so we know it's straight. G, Z, bring it up. Cool, I am happy with that. We might maybe put an edge loop. What's going on here? So we've once again got extra vertices in here. So let's select these, scale Z0, GZ, and then we'll go merge with last. Do we have the same problem here? Scale Y0. Yeah, nice. Nice! Let's go like that, delete faces, and we might just leave that like so. So now we've got this, what we can do is come over into the modifiers, and go solidifier, and we'll set the thickness, the offset to 0. We'll make it a little bit thicker, and then from here we can throw on a bevel. So we're rounding off those edges. Bevel's probably a little bit too thick. Let's go 0.01, 0.005. Nice. Increase that. So now you can see that we've created this kind of paneling. So your reference images, I'm just kind of winging it at the moment. Kind of iffy on the triangle thing, but I just kind of want to move forward now. So from here, let's add a few edge loops. That's about right there. Let's grab these faces in here. Can I click on you, buddy? Thank you. And then from here, I'm going to press I to do an inset, I again to do an inset. And so we have that now. From here, if I press extrude, you can kind of see they extrude that way. Let's Control Z on that one. If we come up into the transformation pivot, we get individual origins. When I press E to extrude, now they'll extrude along their normals, which is kind of what we want. From here, I'm going to make two materials. This one here is going to be my emission. We will change that to a emission white. Make sure we hit assign. Cool beans. And so what that'll allow us is when we're like this, oh my goodness, come into the world. Let's go dark. Change that to 1. Now you can see we've got those lights in there. Obviously we're in Eevee. Let's jump over into cycles. And now we've kind of got this glow happening in here. Maybe we might just increase that to maybe 4. Yeah, nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's not bad. So obviously as we build everything else out, we'll obviously add in our lighting and then we'll go from there. Excellent. From now what I'm going to do is maybe a half piece pillars. So let's go like that, back into the medium point. Shift S cursor to Shift S cursor world grid. Let's add in kind of like a half pillar because we are pretty much trying to make this so it snaps together. So when we take it into Omniverse and render it in there, we will not have a headache. Hopefully. GY. Let's kind of line this back up. So this face here, I need you to be on 0. And you, good sir, need to be on -0.5. There we go. So now we've kind of got our half block, which is exactly what we wanted. We'll move that to there. And we will grab this piece, G to the Z, push that all the way up. And what I want to do here now is select these two pieces, Control B to do a bevel, bring it out, round it out. There we go. So now we've kind of got these pillars. And what we'll do is we'll add in a shade smooth, looks like crud. If we want to fix that, we come over into the object data, this thingamabob, shading, visibility. Why does this look weird? Normals, there it is. Sorry, the object data properties. And so now these pieces here are all squared off. Let's just go delete faces. Nice. And so now that we've done that, if I go Shift D and duplicate that, you can see now that these walls kind of snap together. And so we can kind of like duplicate that along. Lovely jubblies. From here, let's kind of work out how we're going to do a roof. What's a roof going to look like? From memory, they are something like this. So if we go like so, and then we go Control B again on that one. Let's grab this and go G to the Z. And then we have this piece here. So from here, what we can do is probably line it up into the middle. G to the Z, bring it like so. So I do not like the look of that. G to the Z, bring it up some more. We could even rotate 90. And then from here, what we can do is we can probably throw in a light. Yeah, maybe that's what we'll do. So it sits something like this. The origin point, I think I might have stuffed up. Z 2.5, yeah, that's fine. Should be right. I'm happy with how that works out. What we'll do is we will go I to do an inset, scale on the Y, scale on the X. Let's go E to extrude. And then once again, we will add our two materials, change this one to emission and assign. And so now if we kind of go into rendered view, we've got a light from above, but obviously what we can do is come in and we'll add in probably an area light so it's sitting above. So let's do a control. Oh, geez, I pressed save. So this file is about 5.2 gig already because of the characters and because of all the animation. The mocap data is pretty heavy. Now, I have tried to clean it up as much as possible, but just a bit of a pain. So anyway, we'll just give that a sec. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. Sick. All right, there we go. Let's not save often. Just out of curiosity, I am intrigued. How many... Yeah, okay. So it should be fine. So let's go back into layout where we were, and if I were to turn on all my collections, obviously you can see that the lighting still hasn't been put in, which is fine. So if we go ahead, shift right click, and then we put in an area light just here, area, G to the Z. And if we go like 100, 50, yeah. Sick. That's not too bad. I think definitely what we'll do is probably create some panels and we'll stick it on the side here. Hey, Kevin, welcome, buddy. Make sure you check out MRU Studios. I was watching some of your videos, mate. You're getting there. I like it. So yeah, so we're going to probably create some panels here that we can attach. And I do like how this roof is looking. Once again, we spoke about we're going to probably have this angle. Okay. And we'll have probably this angle here. And then also an angle like so. Not like so. Like, kind of like that. So we're not really going to be seeing the roof, which is fine. So that's kind of like one less thing to model. Let's turn off some of these. Doctor, nurse. There we go. That is an awkward position. Let's just move your hand, buddy. Thank you. So from here, let's go ahead and create a bit of a bed for now. Alt G. Fireworks in the background. It's you know, no worries. Come on, there we go. Let's go G, and we'll just kind of like line it up in the middle. No, so nothing was here on random flow. I just kind of just made them very quickly manually. Just going through kind of like the basic motions of that one there. So let's go something like that. Then we'll go E to extrude, G, Z, bring it up. What we can do is grab these two, GX, something like that. Just bring that down. And what we're going to do is just quickly scrub through. Kind of does get off a little bit. So maybe what we can do. Yeah, this started. Okay, so this is where the mocap data comes in. So let's grab all this jazz in here. C, and we'll grab this G to the X. Bring it back. Actually, no. What we can do is bring back like so, and then we'll go ahead and throw a pillow on. From here, I'm going to grab this face, Shift D, GZ, bring that down, and kind of we need to make, whoops, scale on the X, and we'll do something like that. E to extrude. Beautiful. And we'll bring that down again. Kevin, make sure you check your emails, mate. So with this, the character came in with a normal rig, you know, none of these extra controls, but using Auto Rig Pro, quickly smashed it on there, and then you can quickly kind of put on the IKs and the FKs and all that jazz, which makes life a lot easier. Oh, jeez, don't do that. Okay, there we go. So from here, let's grab that. G to the Z, bring it up. Definitely what we'll have to do is kind of create some stirrups. I know this is so random, okay, but it works. I've told the story to a few people, and they got a bit of a giggle. Sometimes I do worry about myself, but, you know, whatevs. Alright, let's grab Control I, G, Z, will bring that down. We will keep the bed wide from here. E to extrude. Let's go. Did I? Oh, no, I didn't. Sorry, Shift D, E, scale, Shift Z. And then we've got this. That face here is going to need to line up. Let's go GZ, bring it up. Something like that. Control L, just going to line this up. Deselect, deselect. That's a little bit weird, but whatevs. Something like so. And what that will mean now is this piece here, we can give it a nice big bevel. Let's go separate. What the? P? Ah. Control LP, separate by selection. I think might be just losing the plot a little bit. Let's go into now a bevel. And so this is going to be kind of like the metal frame. With this, yeah, there we go. 0.02. 0.02. 0.05. 0.05. Yeah, whatever. That's good enough. So with this, what's going to happen is I'm not actually going to be rendering this in cycles or Eevee. I'm actually going to try and export this and get it into Omniverse and see how that goes. Because cycles is just too slow for me. I cannot read that name. DBV. Is he given birth or... Yeah. Yes, mate. It is live. Sorry, I can't read your name. So, I'm fairly happy with that. Let's kind of, on this, we'll give it the... I'm trying to think what's the best way to call it. Some greebly pieces. So, let's go like that. And then what I'm going to do is deselect. Let's deselect that. Go G to the X. Oh, get stuffed. G to the X. And then we will grab these pieces here. G, X. Move it like so. So we've got a bit of a triangle there. Let's grab these pieces. G to the X. Something like that. I'm going to grab these faces in here. Let's do I to do an inset. Delete face. Come in and I'm going to close this up. And face, 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 face. That doesn't look too bad. On this piece here, we'll probably we'll throw on a bevel as well. jumping backwards and forths, let's kind of... So this as well. So these feet here, because I've got... I want to say IK. I've got IK turned on. His feet shouldn't move, which is kind of okay, because now when I go in and create some stirrups... Why are you releasing? You're going so high, buddy. Sit-ups. Alright. So I might have to manually come back in and animate that. Just control the hips. Because obviously, because we're using IK, the feet will stay still, but we'll try and bring the body back down. Rob Card, welcome. What do you mean? Is he pooping? Or is he in a skate pod? Neither. Part of the short film. I haven't released a storyline. It's kind of a bit of a silly one. But yeah. Let's just go with that. Cursor to selected. Let's go ahead and make the stirrups. Alright, where are we? Something like that. The more I'm thinking about this, the more it's just weird. So for those of you who don't know, I'm part of the Blender crew, so I'm not on it very often, purely for the fact is it's like filmed at 7 o'clock on a Monday morning when I'm normally heading off to work. But this idea came from Porkageggi's after a conversation with him. So if it's a little bit too weird, blame him. But make sure you check out his channel as well. That doesn't seem right. Is that right? Let's go with that. Let's go Shift S, cursor to selected. What I'm going to do now is with the cylinder, rotate Y 90 degrees. We'll scale that in. Far, and I'm an idiot. Okay. So from here, let's go C, delete. I'm gonna get banned. I'm gonna get banned. Let's grab all these vertices, delete vertices. We'll select this. From here, we need to give it some thickness. E to extrude. Right click to put it back in place. Alt S. And we'll go something like that. Noise, which is exactly what we kind of want. And because this foot is the IK, we know it's not going to move, which kind of justifies it being straightforward. So let's just kind of something like that. What we will do is let's select this piece. Let's go shade smooth. Looks like crud, but if we go into the object properties and we go into the normal section, we go into auto smooth. There we go. From here, let's put an edge loop through there. And I'm just going to grab these two outer ones. G, Z, bring it up just so it sits like so. What we can do from here as well, let's go into modifiers. Let's go into the mirror modifier on the y-axis. Up, y-axis. Noise. That one's a little bit off, but that's fine. I think what I've done here is this is far too big. So we'll grab that, scale Z 0. And then we will put in another one. Let's select. I'm just trying to think what's the best way to do this now. Let's come in and select vertices, C, grab all this jazz, scale on the Y. Something like that. Sure, it's a solid piece, but what we can do is we'll just cheat this a little bit, especially because I don't think we're really going to be seeing it, but that's fine. So something like so. Let's go like that. Control B to do a bevel, and then we can add in some extra loops, and that'll just curve it around. I think technically what it should be is we grab it. Let's go GZ, bring it down, and then what we can do here is extend it. So it goes underneath, and then technically there'll be a pin underneath. But once again, we're not really going to be seeing it. We're going to see it from this angle, and, well, not that angle. But yeah, anyway. And as well, we're going to kind of cheat because we're going to be throwing down a cloth over the top. Oh, sorry. Yeah, cool. Once again, if you're new to the channel, welcome, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. And do not hesitate to ask any questions. So I'm just going to apply that mirror modifier. Let's grab this piece here. We will grab these two, Control L, and we're just going to kind of line that up now. Cool. Let's maybe just do it like so. Actually, we'll just cheat because I'm not too keen on going back in and trying to tidy up the animation. Why? Because I'm lazy. I want this just to be ridiculous. And quite frankly, this is becoming ridiculous. Okay. Good. Jeez. It's already 20 to 12, so it's getting late, but we will carry on. From here, let's go into Shift S cursor to selected. Let's come in and cube. And what we're going to do is kind of create some sort of panel. And the reason for that is to add in kind of the different colors. Let's go like that. I'm going to kind of go like so. Let's grab in here. I to do an inset. Let's go E to extrude. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to come in and select these edges. That one, that one, that one. I want that one. Let's go like so. I don't want that one. That one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one there as well. Let's go Control B to do a bevel. Nice. Okay, let's grab these two, create a bunch of materials, give us our emission sign, and then what we're going to do is select this face. Let's go into Control A. We're going to add in a cylinder. We'll bring that right down. You donkey. Delete vertices. Let's select that face. Shift S cursor to selected, and then we'll come in, add a cylinder, rotate X. Whoops. Bring it in like so. And then we'll just duplicate, Shift D. And let's come in, Shift D, like so. What we're going to do is we'll create a new material, select our emission. I'm going to go this duplicate button. There we go, emission, and we'll call this one red. Let's give it a bit of a red emission. We will assign that one and maybe that one. Let's go plus sign. Let's open up our red emission, duplicate that one, and we will call this one a blue. A blue. Something like that. And I think we'll select these two, assign. And what do we got? Not bad. Oh, you donkey. So let's make sure we select everything, assign, and then we'll select these two, Control L, and blue, assign. So that's coming along nice. No, I didn't make the Stormtrooper characters because I'm trying to do this in such a quick turnaround. So I just went out and bought it. How's the summer? Summer's been good. It's not that hot at the moment, which is nice. I think we're going through a cold patch now, so it's only reaching probably about 28 degrees, 29 degrees Celsius, which is, I don't know what that's in Fahrenheit. So it's quite nice. It's alright. Okay, let's just grab all this edge here. Control B. Hey, what you looking at there? Let's grab that one, and I'm going to assume, nope, that one's fine as well. Control B. Nope. Okay, there's one more vertex in there. Let's fix that up. You want to be a donkey, huh? Ah. Let's go GG. Push that one back down. Alright, period key. GG. There you go, you fat mole. Okay, so we've got that. That. And a little bit more. Control B. And it's going to be all fine. There we go. Nice. Nice. Just want to put that back a little bit more. And so now that's kind of like adding a little bit of extra color to the scene. Callum. Let's come past me. Did I? I can't remember now. Oh, Callum. Yes. No worries, mate. Yeah, it's coming along slowly. How many experience have you had in 3D? Like 7 now, I think. But it's only been the last 3 or 4 where I've really been pumping hard, if you know what I mean. Kind of going for it, trying to get up much as possible. See the end result? Yeah, I'm pretty intrigued as well to see if I actually do pull this off. So once again, with the floor, we don't really have to worry. What we might do is actually recreate another wall. So let's grab this back wall, Shift D, and what we'll do is we'll move that across, hold Control, let's go back into solid mode. Alright, let's work on this. So what we're going to do is grab our 4 vertices here, Control I to invert the selection, delete vertices, select all face. So now we're back to a blank slate, and what we might do is let's just go ahead and quickly create a wall that's like that, I guess. I probably could just use my Greeble pack. Ooh. Asset library. Let's just have a look at the asset library. Where are you? Asset browser, I believe. Oh, sucker lemon. Ah, aha. All right, so my asset library. So we're going to be looking for panels. I've got panels somewhere. Where are my panels? This one? Do I just click and drag? Oh, sick. All right, yeah, nice. Heck yeah. Let's just grab that, please. Place that just like so. And that is sick. Come on. Come on, you fat mole. There we go. That's nice. Callum, I do want to play Star Citizen. I was there on the first Kickstarter. I've got the base ship. Oh, actually, if I bring up my sci-fi apartment, I want to save it, but I don't want to save it. Let me just quickly show you my sci-fi apartment. This is what I based. Star Citizen is kind of like what I based this model off. Just, why not? Why not show you around? Let's go into open. There's nothing to save, buddy. Let's go into 3D Studios. Nope, it's in Markham 3D, into Sci-Fi Apartment, and we go into. Oh, that's the wrong one, buddy. Well done. Sci-Fi Apartment. We want original. There we go. So let me just quickly show you That's horrendous. Let's turn off that face. Let's go into rendered view. I am sorry, computer. While it builds up the textures. So yeah, this is kind of like what the initial starting apartment. So kind of like you can see how the bed's there on the left. I need to change the world settings because I do not like these worlds. This world, sorry. Let's go into shading. Quickly change this. Stop being a mole. Oh gosh, I forget how to use this thing. There we go. Throw some light into here. And what I might do just quickly is I'm just going to throw in a point light just to illuminate this whole area. 200. There we go. Let's go back into layout. Let's give it a sec. Even though my 3080 is screaming its head off right now, you can kind of see this is the apartment that we built on live stream at the end of last year over 3 live streams. Built this. Quite nice. We can see all the details on the ground there. These are grunge textures that I've like collected over the years, and this is a quite nice little apartment. We also jumped into VR, so I'm actually able to walk around this space in VR, which was anyway. Let's jump back into that. Don't save. Go away. All right. Yeah. So this is my 2 kitbashing sets that I've created, and it's all kind of into one. I probably should have renamed them all. Yeah, so these are my assets. So I think there's a link in the description. I think it's a little bit down that you can get out, that you can pick them up. So let's jump back into this. I'm just going to minimize that. We might actually grab some pieces. So if I go into solid mode, let's come into add modifier, solidify modifier. And then we will go offset thickness 0. Let's go Control A and apply the scale. Now our pieces are a little bit thicker. Nice. We will probably copy this. Can I copy? If I do that, oh, I can. Let's do that. Copy to selected. I did not know that feature existed. Oh, baby. How cool is that? No! I copied the wrong one, you clown. Let's grab that. Bevel, copy to selected. Nice. There we go. It's not as well as I wanted, but we get the gist of what's going on. So let's grab these 2 pieces now, and then what we'll do is just go G, Y, hold Control so it snaps, and now we have that. So here what we can do is grab our pillar, Shift D, Y, snap that in. So that's fine. Why is this off? What we might do is maybe just scale that. Oh, actually, we might just move it over a smidgen by 1. Let's grab the back one, and then I'm just going to scale that. There we go. And then what we'll do here is Shift D, Y, snap that over. And then what we can also do here is probably create like a quarter cast. Let's go like G, Y, and obviously you can kind of tell that we're literally creating a modular set here. There we go. And so when it comes time to work this out, we can then just kind of go around it, duplicating the floor. Merger. Yeah, so sorry. There is a video which is let me go find it, which I go into explaining it in about a minute 20. I'm sorry, but that thumbnail that I have for this is brilliant. Oh my goodness. Sorry, the thumbnail for this video. I'm like, sometimes, yeah, like I've said before, I worry about myself. Far out. Okay, let me come back into here so I can see chat. There we go. So let's go ahead. We might as well build a tile. What we might do with this, we will do the same as the floor. So let's go Shift D Y. Just gonna hold Control, and then what I'm gonna do is select this edge, Control I to invert my selection, delete vertices, and then what we come in here is just go E to extrude along the Y-axis. 2, 4, 5. Yep, so it's a 1/2 meter block. Maybe we might make this a little bit different. So let's do that. Control B. And we will do another one. Control B. And let's just go GZ. I'm just going to bring it down ever so slightly. What we might do as well is we will grab this and this. E to extrude along the Z. And we will do the same for this one. Oops, okay, let's go with the edges. E to extrude along the Z. Something like that. What this allows me to do is we'll select both pieces. Tab into edit mode. I can select this edge, and this edge, and no, I want both edges, buddy. There we go. And that edge. What? Don't be a jerk. Did I think I grabbed it all. If I do Control B. No, I didn't grab it all. Darn it. Did I grab it all now? Control B. Yep, that looks fine. And then if we do that. Uh-oh. Yep. Now you can see that in between here, we've kind of got this seam that happens. The object can only store a single object per asset. Ah, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. I guess, like with everything, we just work with the limitations of Blender. That's kind of what I do until I stuff up something. Let's go Shift D, Y, and we'll do something like that. And then we can grab this piece here, Shift D, Y, and then this will be sort of like the edge of the room. So what we might have to do is recreate this corner piece. So let's go Shift D, rotate 90 degrees to the minus. Is that the right way? I don't know. Let's kind of just push that in. G, hold Ctrl. I think that is fine. So yeah, lovely jubblies. That works really well. What we might do here is just create a bit of a bench. So let's go ahead and do that now. Cursor word origin. Let's go ahead and create a bench. We will move you, good sir. Okay, go away. Asset library. No. Let's go G. We'll snap the origin in the corner. Let's go something like this. Grab that J to the Y. What's the time? Almost midnight. Let's keep going. And obviously what we could do is jump into VR again. We'll see if it actually works. That's a future Marco thing. Alright, that's far too low for a bench. So we might have to move this piece here. Let's rotate Z 90 degrees. J to the X, bring that over there. GZ. And let's just move that back. There we go. Alright, so from here, G to the Z. Is that a little bit better? Nice. And then what we can do is we can fill this with some crud. Let's just kind of jump in and we're going to have a look in rendered mode. What is that looking like? These lights are probably a little bit too much. You can do it. There we go. Let's bring that down to maybe 30 watt. Also, at the end of the day, we still haven't applied a material to here, so we've kind of got the default grey material. So what we might do is I am just going to make it a little bit darker. We're not going to go metallic. Actually, I might give it a little bit. And bring the roughness down. We'll probably come in and just put like a metal texture over the top, but that is a future Marco problem. For now, we're just going to kind of guesstimate what it's like. We will go walls. By the way, who's seen the Boba Fett thing? Australia, mate. Who's seen the Book of Boba Fett? So I just watched episode 3. It's alright. It's alright. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good to see some celebrities come in. You're like, hey, it's that guy. Alright, let's grab all this. Now the floor is a different material. It's actually more of a metal. So let's go now. Copy material to selected. Oh, you suck. You weren't meant to do that. Control Z. Deselected this one. No, this one, buddy. Can you not, please? Oh, far out. Fine. Deselect that. Really? Whatevs. Alright, let's go like so, and then we're going to go copy material to selected. Yeah, I hate you. Oh no, that makes sense. Anyway, walls, let's just go assign. The flooring is different, so you can see how much the color has changed. Let's go into edit. Oop, sweet. New material. Let's come over into emission, assign. Yeah, that's not too bad. What we can do with the walls, if we go into shading, let's actually see if I can work this out. I don't normally do this, so can you stop being a fat mole? Let's come into ambient occlusion. Let's see if this works. I'm sorry, computer. I know I'm hurting you. Let's go into a mix shader. Color? Factor? I think technically what that should give us. It does give us a bit. What about under here? Yeah, that's not too bad. Look, let's go with that. I think I actually got to play around with that some more. Oh, the roof. I stuffed up the roof now as well. Select that, new material, and we will go emission, assign, new material, emission, assign, nice. With the floor, we'll go floor. The material is very metallic. It's actually really shiny. Turn the specularity down and the roughness down. So we kind of have this material here, and it's a little bit darker. What we might go ahead and do now is select that. Let's shift D on that one, and then this will be our plates. So I'm just going to quickly create some plating, and then we will do this. Let's go G to the X. What we can do now is just press I to do an inset. Something like that. Control I to invert the selection, delete vertices. And then with that, we can come into the modifiers, add a solidifier modifier. 0. Macula? Did I delete everything? What the heck? You donkey. Undo. 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 Give me a sec. Any tips for someone who wants to improve their Blender foo? Is to use Blender as much as possible. Oh, there we go. Delete edges. When I've found that I need to learn something, especially kind of like Unreal Engine, it's not this is what I'm going to learn. It's I'm going to learn this, and then I'm going to learn this, and then I'm going to learn this, and kind of build out there. The way I've tackled it as well, there's certain things that I'm just not going to bother learning, such as character creation. I hate character creation. Hence why I've got Character Creator 3. Even this Stormtrooper, I just bought it. I mean, when you put it into perspective, I paid $6 for this. I paid $6 for this Stormtrooper. I don't think I could make that in 15 minutes. Or an hour. Even 10 hours. If I paid myself $1 an hour, I don't think I could make that in 6 hours. It's just, that is just one thing that I've gone, nope, don't want to know. And kind of like if MRU still here, Studios, he uses DAZ quite a bit. And then that kind of like frees up for you to do the things that you want to do. If that makes sense. Perchance. Let's go into render mode. So now we can see that we've got these floor panels. Pimp. So let's go ahead, delete that one, and then we can duplicate these two. Just go GY. I can snap. You're a jerk. So I can't snap it at 0.5. So we'll just do it like this. There we go. And then from here, you know what? I'm just going to be lazy for now. Let's just make this black. And then if we come into rendered view, we can see that we've got the scene set up. We've got to build something over here, and then we'll probably just fill it with crud. I do feel like something should be over here. What at the moment? I don't know, but we'll work it out. So let's kind of throw in our characters just to see what they look like. Hey, what are you doing? You're meant to be there. There we go. Oh my goodness. Look at it. With no context. With no... It's like, Marco, what are you doing? In all seriousness, what are you doing? What are you doing with yourself? Gosh. Oh, this is hilarious. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is all PG. This is all PG. I guarantee it. Okay? I guarantee it. Actually, no, Merger, you've read the script. Oh my goodness. Let's get rid of those guys now. This is all PG. It'll all make sense, hopefully within the week. Far out. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is just start building out this floor. Oh, can't do that. Can't do that, Marco. Okay, let's select this, this, and this one. And we're going to go Shift D to the X, bring that across like so. The camera. Oh, that's right. We're talking about the camera angles. So we're going to be something here. So we're going to be seeing that. Don't really care. Let's go Shift D, X, rotate 90 degrees on the minus. Something like so. Let's grab this wall and the wall behind. Let's grab this and this. Shift D to the X. Okay, bring that back a little bit. Well, actually, no. These should be this way. So the problem is this piece here I haven't properly done. That's fine. Let's bring that there. There we go. What I might do is just cheat with this piece. Let's go G, Y. I just kind of want a rounded edge. And by doing that, that's what that edge gives us. Nice. Oops. Come on. Come on, buddy. Move over. It's gone quiet. Let's just jump over into here. I'm going to press... Beautiful. Let's go with that. You playing? You're playing. All right. R-rated. Yeah, no. I'm not going to ask about the R-rated stuff. Yeah, oligraphs. Maybe, Michael. So make sure you check out Michael Bridges' channel as well. Some good stuff. He's part of the Blender Nest crew as well. All right, what else we got? So I'm fairly happy with that. Let's kind of just fudge something together with this one here. We will create kind of like a default material and we'll just throw it on there. Let's go like so. Control B to do a bevel. Let's go in there. Control numpad minus. And then if we go Alt S, we kind of have that. I'm going to V to rip. Select these outer lines. Control B. Nice. What we might do is actually kind of as if it's a bit of a control panel. We can have something like that. Let's put an edge loop through there. Edge loop through here. And we'll put an edge loop through there. I'm going to E to extrude. Down. Z. Scale Z 0. And just going to kind of fudge that together. And then it's kind of like as if this is where they might hold some extra pieces for here. So let's go ahead, maybe just create some sort of weird jar. Let's go into a cylinder. Let's go scale that puppy. Beautiful. G to the Z. Actually, what we'll do is make sure that origin point stays on the table. And we'll just bring that up like so. Scale, scale, Shift Z. So by going Shift Z, it's not going to scale on the Z axis, only on the X and Y. And we'll make this a container. Control B to do a bevel. Let's go like that. Control numpad minus, Alt S to bring that in. Let's go scale Shift Z to make that a little bit bigger. Control B to do a bevel. There we go. Let's go. Right. Control B to do another bevel. Let's go select all, space, smooth. Whoops. Shade smooth. Looks like crud. We can come into the object data and auto smooth. Beautiful. Beautiful. We might even just, you know, let's live a little. Give it a bit of a rounded edge just on there. Nice. From here we might just give it a metal material. So we'll just go metal. And it's going to be semi the floor. No, it's going to be more of a white color. So let's go into the metallic. Specularity down and the roughness up. So when they're real slim shady, please stand up. And if we come into rendered view, we can see that that's shinier. these walls here, once again, we will throw a texture on it, and that'll kind of beat that. Let's select this face. Let's go like so. Control L. And then what I'm going to do is deselect these here. Nope, sorry, vertices. Deselect these ones here. I'm just going to push this back like so. We're not going to be looking at the underside, but we might as well just scale that in. And then from here, what I can actually do is once the computer... You with me, computer? Yep, cool. What have I done? Where is all my stuff? There we go. Let's go into tab. I'm going to go Shift D to the Y. We'll pull that out, scale that in, Control B, delete faces. And then actually what we'll do is let's do one of my favorite things. We'll put our edge loops in there, Control B to do a bevel, something like that. Select these two now, Control B to do a bevel. Let's select these things, scale Z. There we go, Control L. Not really like a Death Star style thingamabob, but this is going to be kind of like just adding a little bit of extra funsies to it. Where's my cup? Cylinder. Are you my cup? You are my cup. Can you go into the scene, please? Thank you. So that's just kind of giving it a little bit of extra there. What's going on? That's my wall material, what we spoke about earlier. Metal. Let's maybe... I'm just trying to think what we could do. Let's just duplicate that one, and then we'll give it a plastic white. Surface up, roughness up. Let's go Control L. Oh, you donkey. Let's select the top face and go Control Numpad plus 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 plus. Control Numpad plus. There we go. Let's assign that. Let's make sure we actually do have the white. And then if we go into rendered view, what are we looking at? It's not bad. I'll buy it for $1. I'm so sorry, computer. I press save. Oh no. That's fine. Now the reason why I say oh no is because this file is like 5.34 gig or something. And that's just purely because of all the animation data behind it. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, welcome, subscribe, yeah, all that jazz. Oh my goodness, it's 20 past 12. Alright, so let's just have one last quick look around. Let's grab this roof. Nope. Let's grab this roof. Huh. Sure, whatevs. We'll grab all this. Shift D, X, hold Control to snap. I am thinking with this piece here. Let's go back in solid view. Let's go something like that, something like that, something like this. We will go edge loop through there. We will go these three here, Control B. I want to now deselect this area. Deselect all this. Is that... Oh, you donkey. Deselected the wrong one. Undo. This side here. Beautiful. From here, stop it. From here, we're going to go E to extrude. And we'll just go that way for now. Create a new material. Let's add in our emission, assign. What I kind of want to do is come through. I've done it. That's a small detail, stuff it. Let's come in and I want to select all these pieces in here. And what we're going to end up doing is we will bevel this area in here. And that's just kind of to match the circle lights. Come on. Come on. Bam, bam. Bam, whoops, bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam. Bam. I get stuffed. I probably could have used select similar. That probably would have been smarter. No, no, no. Oh gosh. C. And now if I go Control B to do a bevel, give it a nice roundiness. Let's have a look at what the damage is. Oh yeah. On point. Perfect. All right. We are cooking with gas. Sampling, I want to denoise. Oh my goodness. All right. I pretty much have what I want. So obviously what we spoke about, we're going to have kind of like this shot of this stormtrooper. We will probably have kind of like over the shoulder on this stormtrooper, and also an angle of this because I want both the doctor and the nurse one. So excellent. I'm very happy with what I've got. Yes. That looks ugly. That box looks ugly. Let's just put some wall material on it. Where's my other box? Should be another box somewhere. Alright, whatever, stuff here. I do want to find some sort of metal material. So if we go into... I'm just trying to remember where all my stuff is. Stuff, 3D stuff, textures, metal, nope. Grunge, no. 4K metals, here we go. Alright, let's have a look. Nope. Not painted, patterned, rusted, scratched. Let's have a look at scratched metal. It's a little bit too much scratched. 9. Maybe scratched is right. Stained? Yeah, let's grab this stuff. Here we go. Oh, wait. Why don't I just check Extreme PBR Combo? Let's have a look. Let's go into shader. I'm going to jump into the metals. One? No, that's paint. I don't want paint. Don't give me paint. We want metal, raw. I don't think raw is the right answer. Kind of like that one. Let's see. If I were to go to replace, the material has yet to be down. Oh, shut up. Let's go refresh. And so now this will replace all wall material. I am sorry. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, that's weird. Definitely not the right metal. I'm after a dark. That one's too shiny. What about this one? That's too dark. Let's try this one. Galvanized? 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 What if I go select that tab? Let's go U cubic projection. There we go. Now we're looking a little bit better. Okay, so that's too big. Let's try this one. Come back to this one again. Looks not bad. What's this one called? Walls? Oh, brushed. Alright, let's try that. Brush. Alright, brushed. That's not bad. Look, I am down with it. Alright. Oh, stuff it. Let's just quickly do it all manually. Is that too dark? I could go a burger. Even though it is currently 12:30. Far out. At night. Well, let me just point that out as well. Because I'm an idiot. Did I just replace... No, copy materials selected. Yeah, that's not bad. I'm... For this one here, let's add in raw. It's raw. And then we will go... Yeah, let's go something like that. Let's go remove. And we'll go add. Galvanized. Galvanized! Oh, whoops. That's meant to be galvanized. Oh, whatevs. Let's just go select that. Control J to join. And now everything is galvanized. Oh! That's not bad. I'm fairly chuffed with that. Brushed. I'm fairly chuffed with that. It is 12:30 a.m. So we might call it a night. If you haven't already, yeah, subscribe. Let's see if we can get to 50,000 before the middle of the year. If you want me to make any tutorials on anything you've seen or anything like that, jump over to my Discord and just leave a comment in the tutorial suggestion. What else is there? I don't know. This short film will hopefully be coming out the end of next week. There will be a few tutorials coming out on Omniverse because obviously we're moving into... Yeah, I agree with that. There needs to be more jazz over there, especially kind of... I'm almost picturing the control room where Han shoots the thing. But anyway. But yeah, if there's anything you want to know specifically or you want me to look into, jump over to Discord. I subscribe. I'm going to bed. I'm tired. But once again, thank you very much, guys. Have a good evening, and I will talk to you Sunday. I think I'll probably stream again. So, au revoir.